Have you ever seen your ex out in public? Did you ever want to put him on blast? Did you keep it cute? Hey, I'm Ree, single mother of 3, yoga instructor, and I just happen to own a yoga studio. Story time. Y'all ready? So yesterday was a alone day for me. When I say alone, I wanted to spend some time with me. I took myself to lunch. At the end of the day, I decided to go to a park. It's a public place, so you expect to see people all the time. But while at this public park, I'm leaning up against a tree, minding my business, doing some studying, doing some journaling, reading. I saw the ex of mine out with his, I don't know if she's his girlfriend, I don't know if it's just his child's mother, but they were together. They were having family time. They were spending time with the child. So a little bit of a backstory. This is someone who I had went back and forth with for, it was the make up the breakup for probably a good 3 years. And towards the end, it was a situation that we knew ultimately we could have been better to each other, right? At one point, it went from a relationship to a sneaky link situation. Like, we're only calling each other late night for sex. So, and we walked through that. We dealt with that. We still remain friends. But, on my daughter's first birthday, he's not my daughter's father, by the way. Let me throw that out there. I kind of went back and forth between the two, which we'll do that in a different story time. But I'm someone who is very fluent. I'm very free. I'm gonna go where my heart leads me, and my heart kept leading me back to him. But on my daughter's first birthday, I found out that he also had a child on the way. I'm happy for them. Let's say that all the way live. I'm really happy for them. But for me, I wish that I would have known. And it happened because, okay, let me go back. We have mutual friends. So, there were people that had to choose between his baby shower and my daughter's first birthday. I didn't know there was a baby coming. I was stunned, crushed, all of that. Remind you, we had gone back and forth. But I'm like, did you just cheat on me and have a baby? We ain't been together. Hadn't been together. But it was a situation where, we were still intimate off and on. So, we actually slept together the weekend before. He ain't say a word. And when I think about it, he probably didn't owe me that. Like, that's one of those things where, we as humans begin to take possession over other people. In all actuality, he didn't owe me anything. He didn't owe me an explanation. But I was in my feels about it for sure. So we fast forward to probably about a year ago. So last summer, 2024. At that point, I believe his daughter was turning 2. My daughter was turning 3. Either way, we have mutual friends, like I said. So we're around each other. We did actually speak. We actually busted up. At the time, he was not with his daughter's mother. Typical man. He was trying to see who was up for the night. At that point, we no longer had each other's phone numbers. He was hitting me on Facebook, which I'm very rarely on. But that night, I happened to be on. I would see him on dating apps. Like, it was all of the things. But, again, for us to have had, like, a strong foundation and then turn into a sneaky link and then turn into not speaking at all, it was, like, wild crazy. I'm like, bro, it's been, like, 2 years. Why would you ever think? And I ultimately didn't. But there was a point in my life where every time he hit me, I'm on my way. It's a good lay. But for me and what I'm trying to accomplish in my life, I'm staying strong to my abstinence. I'm abstaining from sexual activity until I find my partner. I don't mean my partner for the night or for the weekend. I mean my partner for life. So we'll get to that. But yesterday, I saw him and my heart dropped. I was pissed. So I pulled a journal out because I'm like, what is this emotion? Why do you care? He gave you every reason to not ever look in his direction ever again. But when I saw him with her, my heart sunk. Sunk. But then I remember, as a single mother, I wouldn't want another mother to go through what I go through. So if he's going to be there to make them a family or whatever the dynamic is, because I still don't know. But what I can say is if he's going to be there to make sure that that child's life can be better, I would applaud him, but I'm holding my phone. I'm applauding him for that. And I think that that comes with maturity, because a different version of me would have walked over, said what's up, been uncomfortable and all of those things. But I didn't even look long enough to see if he noticed I was sitting there. I didn't look long enough to exchange eye contact. I didn't hit him up. None of that stuff. But for me, it was just like, this is showing my maturity, because I'm one of those white or black girls, right? Like, no gray areas for me. So either I'm in it and I'm completely obsessed with you, or I'm out of it and I don't know who you are. And over time, I'm starting to loosen up, because those are, again, labels. Those are, again, boundaries. But it's like, damn, you look good as a motherfucker. No, but for real, he did look really good. And I'm happy for them. Now, if he hits me up to say, hey, I saw you, I'm going to be like, yeah, I seen you too. But for me, as I'm navigating like adult ADHD and navigating what I consider peaceful and navigating, you know, what I want for myself, I'm going to come across these situations. Now, I don't have many exes or ex-boyfriends or whatever where I live, but there are a few. I would say at least 3 that I could potentially, you know, bump into, you know, outside of my ex-husband and my ex-boyfriend, but like my daughter's father. But there's at least 2 or 3 others that I could bump into that I would feel away, because I am somebody who holds a soul tie, which is why I don't have many sexual partners, because if I ever have sex with you, I'm going to always feel bound to you. And it was like the moment that he got out the car, I didn't even have to look over. It was like I felt an energy. So it was like I knew it was somebody, just didn't know it was him. So I shared this to say, you don't always have to see your ex and it be, you know, an uncomfortable situation. This is a man that every time I saw, I got butterflies. To this day, I get butterflies. But I'm so happy for the father that he is become. And I love that, you know, he's taking the time out to do what's right for his daughter. Peace, family.